All right, so you want to get to the bottom of something pretty cool.
We're going to take a deep dive today.
Yeah, a deep dive into a classic piece of pop culture history.
Pinball.
Pinball, yeah. Specifically, the Lethal Weapon 3 pinball machine.
By Data East.
That's right, by Data East from 1992.
1992, a big year.
Huge year. So much going on.
So what we have here is this really interesting intersection of a blockbuster movie franchise.
Lethal Weapon 3.
Yeah, and the world of pinball.
And it's like, these two worlds collide.
They do. And it's not just a cash grab.
Right, it's not just slapping a logo on something.
It's really taking the essence of that film.
The action, the humor.
The buddy cop dynamic.
Mel Gibson and Danny Glover.
Yeah, and translating it into this interactive experience.
And it was popular.
Oh yeah, over 10,000 units produced.
Wow, that's a lot of machines.
That speaks to its success.
Definitely not a flop.
No, not at all. People were drawn to it.
So let's talk about the game itself.
Yeah, let's get into the nitty-gritty.
The play field, the design.
Sources point to a pretty straightforward layout.
Okay, so not too complicated.
No, they really focused on that core pinball fun.
So what are we talking about here?
A central ramp,
Classic.
some static targets.
Okay, so you got to hit those.
Yep, and a side spinner.
A little bit of risk reward there.
Exactly. It had to appeal to casual players,
Right, you don't want to scare people away.
but also offer enough depth for those who wanted to master it.
So you can really get into it.
You can spend some time with this machine.
Now we got to talk about the topper.
Oh yes, the topper.
This is pure 90s arcade spectacle.
A patrol car with flashing lights.
Oh man, I can see it now.
Kicking in during multi-ball.
You know you're doing well when those lights go off.
Absolutely, a real attention grabber.
And the sound.
Oh, the sound was a huge part of the experience.
They used actual movie clips.
They did dialogue sound effects.
So it's like you're right there in the movie.
Exactly, it adds this whole other level of immersion.
It's not just generic pinball sound.
No, it's those iconic lines and moments.
And check this out. The ball shooter was designed to look like a 9mm pistol.
Wow. Yeah, that's a nice touch.
It's all about the details.
It really ties the whole experience together.
Now let's get technical.
Let's dive into the tech.
This machine had a large DMD.
Dot matrix display.
That's right, and it showed animated clips.
Even mini games.
Really? Mini games inside the pinball machine.
This was pretty cutting edge for 1992.
So we're talking more than just scores and basic animations.
Oh yeah, you had actual scenes from the movie playing out on that screen.
Wow, that's cool.
And those mini games added a whole other layer of gameplay.
So it wasn't just about hitting those targets.
No, you had these little side missions to complete.
That's awesome.
It really enhanced the replay value.
And then there's the buy-in feature.
Ah, yes. If you lost your last ball.
Or you could put in more credits and keep going.
That's right, a second chance.
You don't see that much anymore.
Not really.
It was a smart move.
Kept players engaged.
And probably made the arcade owners happy too.
Oh yeah, an additional revenue stream.
So if you were playing this machine back in the day,
What was the key to success?
our sources say multiball was the name of the game.
Classic pinball strategy.
Use that central ramp to lock balls and get multi-ball going.
And then go for those jackpot targets.
Rack up those points.
Exactly. Mastering that ramp shot was crucial.
Now here's a fun fact.
I love fun facts.
Lethal Weapon 3 was one of the first Data East machines that allowed operators to add custom soundtracks.
Oh, wow. So you could personalize the experience?
Some operators even put in Guns N' Roses.
Can you imagine rocking out to Welcome to the Jungle while playing pinball?
That would be epic.
It speaks to the desire for customization,
And it kept people coming back for more.
making it a profitable machine.
So we've got this awesome movie tie-in,
A classic pinball layout,
that iconic patrol car topper,
immersive sound, and that cool pistol grip shooter.
plus innovative tech with that big DMD and the buy-in
A
feature.
true product of its time.
This deep dive really makes you think about how much movies influenced arcade games in the 90s.
It was a huge influence.
I wonder what other movies from that era would have made great pinball machines.
No, there's a thought.
It's fascinating to think about.
It was a golden age for both movies and pinball.
And this machine really captures that magic.
It does. It brings those two worlds together in a really fun and engaging way.
Definitely something to ponder.
Definitely food for thought for our listeners.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
It was a pleasure exploring this piece of pinball history with you.
Until next time, keep on flipping.
And keep those flippers sharp.
That's it for us.
See ya.